Happy Monday, guys. Welcome to Brush Your Bat for Monday, July 5th. Missed a couple of days there. I think we'll be a little more pragmatic, so we'll do Brush Your Bat show Monday through Friday, at least to start. And yeah, today picks and power rankings, Wednesday UFC, Friday, I guess like a weekend look ahead. Tuesday and Thursday we'll figure out. We're developing a schedule. But yeah, for picks for Monday, July 5th, the under 7 at even money in the Cardinals-Giants games. Also going to sprinkle some Giants. Minus 180 open. I wouldn't be surprised if that number gets a bit better. Gaussman over Kim. At this point, the Cardinals are kind of in free fall, in my opinion. The offense has been absolutely awful. Not really surprised. Early on in the season, we pegged that this is a thin lineup, so I'm not surprised to see them go through these lulls. These guys like Edmund, Carlson, etc. really aren't proven. DeJong's not very good. They have a bunch more young guys like Sosa, whatever in it. But not working particularly well. We have Gaussman rated really high. However, we have the Giants flagged for regression versus lefties. Negative regression, and Kim's been improving. He can't really string together a whole game, but he has been improving, and he's doing things you want to see. But just with the Cardinals, how they're playing, I don't know how you take him here. If they win here, I think that's like a big win game, and you're going to start to see things turn around. I just don't know how you can take them to do that, how you can take Kim to be solid, all these things. I was trying to find a way to take the Cardinals, and I ended up sprinkling the Giants just because just a combination of things that need to happen. It's just too low percentage for me here, but I probably won't fill up the whole tank at this particular price. I don't know whether Gaussman can actually finish the season with like a 1.70 ERA, but the under and a sprinkle. The Brewers-Mets under 7.5. It's juiced to minus 120. I'm a big fan of both starters. I don't think we really need to elaborate on Woodruff, but how about this Tyler McGill kid? Tyler with a Q, or with an O. Tyler with an O, so Tyler. So he's got to have some mental toughness. I'm sure Hunter and Skyler and Tanner were really hard on him growing up. But he had back-to-back wins against the Braves to start his career. Not particularly great stat line. But either way, even if the box scores aren't amazingly sexy, you won your first 2 games against the Braves. The second one opposite Charlie Morton. So if you're getting the W's, that's impressive enough for me. Milwaukee offense has to be due for some sort of regression after the scorching hot run they've been on. But we do like this Milwaukee team. Feel like there's gotta probably be some value on the Mets in the plus 150 range. But I just can't trust their bats right now, even if they beat the crap out of us. I mean, our bullpen, we're either amazing or we're amazingly terrible. We have 2 modes, the Yankees. Hard to figure out which one we're going to be on one particular day, but still not sold on the Mets offense, which is more of a reason why I like the under. Not sure they're just hitting well enough to hit Woodruff. So the under 7.5 there. Probably the best bet of the day is going to be the Red Sox at even money. Also really like the under 10 in that game. I don't know. I think the Red Sox are playing really good baseball right now. I can see them just coming in, sweeping the Angels. They're just playing really good baseball. I mean, I don't know if you saw yesterday in the losing effort, 2 days ago against Oakland in the losing effort, the string of shitty hits, whatever, with the injuries on the mound at the end of the game. What are you going to do? But just like JD Martinez chucking a laser beam from the outfield to nail a guy at the plate. Like they're playing really good baseball. Seems like they're pretty motivated at the moment. I am a little worried about the bullpen, but this is a very good matchup for Martin Perez, the lefty, fly ball Arsenal guy in spacious Angels Park. I don't know, and the Angels would much rather face righties overall. It's a really good spot for Martin Perez. He's going to pitch well. Suarez, I actually think he's not bad, but I think he lasts 5 max, and then Boston gets to the bullpen. Kind of Boston is almost in a similar bucket as like San Fran for me, where it's like I do like these lineups, but just they have to be due for some regression soon after how freaking well they've been playing, for how long they've been playing. You're starting to see them kind of slow down. So even in spots that are good for them, kind of comfortable playing the under. And yeah, I'm not sure just Ohtani can continue to hit 2 home runs forever. I think we're eyeing a Boston sweep here. I watched a good portion of that Orioles-Angels series. It wasn't like the Angels played particularly good baseball. The Orioles just gave them the games at the end of the games. So I feel like, I don't know, just matchup-wise, Martin Perez versus this other kid, we should be looking at minus 130, minus 135. I think I'm going to best bet the Red Sox. The Royals, minus 116. I'm a Vlad Gutierrez guy. The guy's starting for the Reds. I think he's a really tough kid. But I also think the Royals lineup is starting to come around. And they're probably a little bit too explosive for this kid at this point in his career in this matchup. I think we buy some more Royals near their bottom just because they got blanked by Maeda yesterday. When Maeda's pitching well, Maeda is filthy. That being said, the ceiling on where we take KC, I had to drop him in the power rankings for the pure fact that I forgot Mike Matheny was their manager. That kind of caps your ceiling. But either the Reds don't have a particularly good manager either. I think Bell makes a bunch of really poor decisions. So I think these are 2 teams. It's like the matchup of the who's not going to fulfill their potential tomorrow night. I think the Reds skated a really fine line in sweeping the Cubs. Very little capitalizing. Mike Minor's not a good matchup for them. They don't like lefties. And what is it? When you don't see capitalizing like that, I don't think the Reds lineup is hitting particularly well. Yeah, I think they're struggling. It's a bad matchup. And anytime sentiment gets too high on the Reds, I like to just sell a little bit. The Marlins, plus 147. Really good situational spot game, in my opinion. So the Dodgers played at 8 a.m. Pacific time. So 11 a.m. on the East Coast on Sunday, on July 4th. They're done early afternoon. Jet away to Miami. And what do you think they did? What do you think this young core of we're the World Series champs, we were just at the White House, I'm Cody Bellinger, I'm Walker Buehler. What do you think they did last night? Or right now, as I'm recording it, I assume Walker Buehler has titties in his face. He's just like, nah. Think about anything but the Marlins. I think he's been a little bit iffy by his standards anyways as of recent in terms of control and stuff. I think sleeping probably little to no hours isn't going to help. In terms of line value at like plus 147, I think we're probably just under normal conditions, not super far off, or have a little bit of value on Trevor Rogers in that spot. Trevor. Yeah, this is Trevor Rogers. Tyler's the one I was watching pitch yesterday. Is he like semi-submarine for the Giants, or am I making that up? I don't think I'm making that up. I think Trevor Rogers is really good also. So we have a team bill I made there, but with the situational spot. And then I think we're going to go through the power rankings in a little bit, but of all the sub 20 ranked power ranking teams, I think Miami probably has the most room to improve from here on out, like to reach up and get into that like playoff run, falling short kind of team. We just had so many injuries and really terrible variants. I think this team in general is still underrated. I think probably most people agree. It's just a matter of them getting the dubs. I think we're going to sprinkle the Tigers at plus 135. It's really hard to trust Willie Peralta versus anyone. But we have, as we go through the power rankings again, we have the Tigers firmly out of the bottom right now, especially just with this young rotation. I think this franchise might be firmly on the up and up as with Miggy to mentor him. I don't know. But then again, We probably want to back them with anybody in the rotation but Willie Peralta on the mound. So I think I'll probably just sprinkle Tigers at like plus 135. I'm going to sprinkle some Braves at minus 180. If the Braves don't come out and take 2 of 3 or preferably sweep the Pirates here, I think it is time to sound the alarms, to agree with everybody that something is truly wrong with the Braves this year. Pirates offense has reverted to turd status. So I think whatever the young guns for the Braves, Fried and then Anderson on Tuesday, need to capitalize. On the flip, I don't think that 20-run outburst or anything like that means the Braves are solved, but they are starting to win tight games, which I like to see. But this offense is still struggling. Yeah, I don't know. So I lean the under 8.5. If it gets up to 9, I'll probably sprinkle it. It is Chase DeJong, though. And then I'm going to keep my eyes on the whatever the open is for the Phillies-Cubs game. It's Matt Moore versus Zach Davies. Zach Davies is going to get hit to some extent. So, yeah. I don't know. I can't tell whether I'm... and then if Zach Davies gets hit to some extent, I mean, I don't need to tell you what's going to happen to Matt Moore. And then... I don't know, man. The Giants, it's an interesting one. It's a very like how bad are the Cardinals right now? Because I think they are very bad. I think they're very bad. But just in my head, I have to imagine that Kim is going to pitch reasonably well. I have a hard time seeing the Giants getting to him. It's just, man, the Cardinals are bad. I have to take some Giants. I was going to strip the Giants off. I have to take some. I just have to with how bad the Cardinals are playing. It's like bad to worse every game. Whether you want to mix in some beating up on the true poop ninjas, the D-backs or not, it's just not a good look. Power rankings for, I think this is like week 13 or something of the MLB. But the power rankings for today, July 5th, Dodgers keep their top spot, Brewers right under them. But I got this sneaky suspicion. If Giannis will stay out and Chris Middleton will keep that ISO crap to the minimum, just keep that your little ISO fits, whatever those little things you want to do, to when Drew's out of the game. If they will play through with Drew Holiday, I think we might have 2 championships in Milwaukee this year. I don't know. I like this something about this Brewers team. I think we are learning that the Red Sox are a real deal. They just are. Cora might manage wildly aggressively, whatever he does, and I think it's also a product of JD Martinez and his mentorship. But just these Boston lineups, as of whatever reason, have worked very, very well. Verdugo is also an amazing young prospect, and I mean, Bogarts is Bogarts. Big moves. I think we're going to drop Tampa a little bit. Drop Chicago, the White Sox, drop Oakland. I also kind of lean the White Sox tomorrow with Cease on the mound versus the Twins, who at this point are just, I mean, they're damn near a bottom 5 team. This team just isn't good. It's what the deal is. But I don't think Oakland's playing very well. They've dropped in power rankings. We're moving Seattle up because at this point, I mean, they're like a young Royals. They really are almost like a young Royals, like built in that. Like they're winning with defense. They win with small ball. They win 1-run games. They win stuff like that. Yeah, moving the Mariners up. We don't believe in Toronto. We're still going to keep them out of the top 15. I still don't think they're a top 15 team. They make very little sense to me. I think the Cubs and Phillies are both semi in limbo. The Cardinals are in free fall, as we said. Miami we're looking to buy. I still don't believe in the Angels. If Ohtani wants to win them whatever games, that guy is a really, really good hitter. They just need to pull the whole pitching thing and just put him full-time to pitching. But I know Joe Madden will make that good a decision. And, I don't know. I guess I'm flip-flopping because I have a buy sign next to Minnesota when I was doing this before. So who knows? I mean, dude, just the talent in the lineup. It is hard to imagine they're a bottom 5 team, but then, I don't know, you look at the bullpen, you look at other things, you watch them play, and you're like, this could be a bottom 5 team. And yeah, you know, the Dungeonesses themselves, the Diamondbacks, I don't know, when you watch them too, that's not getting better anytime soon. Like anytime. In my mind, they honestly like rival those like first Rays teams that were getting out of the gate. You know, like the expansion pack teams that were like, this isn't a real baseball team. This isn't a real baseball team. When like Christian Walker's hitting in the 4-hole, like if Christian Walker was hitting in the 4-hole like two, 3, whatever years ago, it was before we knew what he is. He's still hitting in the 4-hole, whatever. At least in the last few lineups, that's not good. That's very, very bad. Yeah. So Red Sox would probably be the best bet. The under in that game. The San Fran St. Louis under, the Milwaukee Mets under, the Marlins, the Royals, and then we'll sprinkle the Giants, Tigers, and Braves. And probably the Atlanta-Pittsburgh under if it gets to 9. Hope everybody has a wonderful Monday and a belated happy July 4th. Thank you very much to anyone who served, serves, will serve. Yeah, thank you so much. Happy Monday, guys.